Good evening. Once more, I'm here. I'm Massimo from CARISMA in Cambridge. I'm here running another warm-up and lesson of kickboxing. It's 6:30 on Thursday, 25th of June, and we're going to go through a few techniques and a few strategies and a bit of warm-up in general, as we always do. Follow me. Right, so it's likely that today is the hottest day of the year, or at least the hottest day so far. But in England sometimes we get to this 32, 33 degrees, and then it seems like very hot for the locals, but in Italy they've been having this kind of temperature for a month now. So anyway, it's hot. I'm indoor. So it's gonna be challenging for me to do this lesson in this small space, back and forth, but we'll do it as usual. If I had to stop every time the weather is too hot, too cold, or any other thing comes in the way, I would have done a lot less training in my life. So as usual, I carry on and I train unless I'm seriously ill. Considering that my illness is usually no more than 1 or 2 days every 5 years, I have to say that in 21 years I've been running CARISMA, apart from this COVID-19 crisis, I think I had missed 3 lessons for illness in 21 years, so not too bad. Shoulders, stretching, shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Forward. Arms extended, fully extended backward and forward. Arms and squeeze. And hands up, and this, keep running, forward, backward, and this little punches, this, nah. Okay, turn around, the other direction. Okay, left and right. Okay, one hand here, stretch the back. The side here, and the other side, and the other side with the hand up, and the other side with the hand up. Good. Turn your feet, stretch in front of you. Bend your knees, down again, down toward one leg, the other side. And back in the middle. And up. Okay. Good. So, knee up. I do all these exercises specifically to make sure that all my body parts are somewhat worked out before I start kicking. The point is, punching and kicking are very dynamic exercises. They fast twitching of muscles, opening and closing of joints, which if you do it without the necessary warm-up, particularly when you are, like me, over 25, by a longer run, you can hurt yourself. So my suggestion is, if you have the choice and the opportunity, always plan some warm-up before doing strenuous activities like kickboxing is. Punching and kicking any object hurts you if you don't do it properly, if you don't prepare. Obviously, if you find yourself in a self-defense situation and you need to fight, you can't say, sorry mate, I need to warm up, I need to stretch. By all means, your body, your adrenaline will prevent you from hurting. You will be able to fight if you find yourself all of a sudden rushed into a fight situation. Most likely you will do it. Eventually tomorrow the body will hurt like hell. But yeah, don't worry too much. Good. So turn your hips again, cross your arms and stretch. Ooh, nice wind. Okay, down towards one leg. And the other side. Now stretch in front, so this way. Very important, making sure you're stretching the legs. And down. Oh. Good. Sit on one foot and stretch. And the other side. And sit and split. Okay, so from this position, key point, make sure your legs are straight, no gaps here, don't bend, and rotation forward of the hips. Down toward one leg. The other leg. And open up. Great. tap tap, and shake. From here the rotation of the legs, which brings a nice round rotation to the hips. Now we can do this little stretch as well. Okay, good. Now here, stretch between okay. Stretch this way. This way. Okay, now we're going to do some warm up in terms of abdominals. I'm going to do this exercise here with straight legs going up and coming down, and I'll do 50 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay, good. Stretch. Oh, excellent. Good. Let's get started. Bit of dynamic stretches just to get ready. So, a few throws sideways. The other side. Backward. And the other side. Okay. Now go some throws forward. To the side. Good. Okay, I think that's the start for us. Good. Obviously, we've been running these sessions 3 times a week for since the lockdown. So over 3 months. That means 3 months, 12 weeks. We're talking about 36, 38 episodes which we run. So it's difficult for me to do original stuff every time because kickboxing has 7 kicks, 6 punches. That's all we got. So all I can do is strategies, attacking strategies, defensive strategies, and obviously the limitations of not having an opponent, not having a target to hit narrows down quite a bit what I can offer to you lot. But that's just to explain that our lessons are a lot more rich in terms of content because we can do a lot more things. So let's get started with some techniques just to warm up and just to get everything flowing. So the first technique I'm going to do as an exercise to warm up is going to be front kick with the front leg, cross hook, and round kick with the rear leg. This you must have seen already 10 times at least, which I know it's one of my standard warm-up techniques. Also because it's a simple technique, simple combination, uses 2 very basic kicks, 2 very basic punches, so it's nice to practice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, change leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. So that's a nice technique. Okay, now let's do something punching, jab cross, roll, cross hook. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, change leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Good. So a very, I can say, neglected technique is the internal crescent and the internal axe. The internal crescent kick hits this way, in a circular motion, hits the face side to side. The internal axe with the rear leg usually hits downward onto your head. Okay. So these 2 techniques are kind of neglected. Very few people practice them. I kind of rediscovered them years ago and started to add them to my programs, and they actually work very well. So let's work on something that uses the internal axe first. So what I'm going to do is the following. So jab, stepping forward jab, second step forward uppercut with the front hand, and then stepping backward hook with the front hand slightly, stepping backward slightly, and then internal crescent kick, internal axe kick. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I miss 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Now we change leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Good, good. Now, a combination with the internal crescent kick. So what I'm going to do now is this: cross hook, internal crescent, and then I land in side stance and follow up with side kick, which is a beautiful way of following up an internal crescent. Now, how does this work? If I do this, 1, 2, and the internal crescent hits the side of the head, boom, it happens. The kick stops there, my combination is finished. Usually, what can happen is this: the cross might hit the opponent in the guard. He moves backward when I do the hook, so this misses. I go for the internal crescent, and the opponent again moves backward. And then when he's up, with his guard up, avoiding the kick, boom, this hits underneath. Yeah? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. The other side. So 1. Obviously I'm doing this slowly and controlled because I want to work out. If I did it in real life, I would do it faster. Yeah? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. Very good. Very good. It's hot. Okay, so there are other ways of doing this. Let's do another technique. So let's go jab, cross, hook this time, internal crescent, but this time I'm not turning. So before I was turning, turn, follow. Obviously, if I turn more, I can turn and spin. So I could go boom, 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 whatever punch, internal crescent, spin, external crescent, or internal crescent, spin, spinning back side, spinning back hook, spinning back whatever. Now I'm going to do differently. So I'm going to do internal crescent and land forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the opponent moves backward. I follow up with a deep front kick, pushed front kick. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 2, 3. You might appreciate how long this kick is. I'm going through. This room is about 3.5 meters. I'm covering them all because the jab, cross, hook is fairly short, but then the internal crescent I move forward and then I push in with a kick. That was 5, One more. And 6. Alright, let's go right in front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Good. Excellent. Okay. Let's now use probably my favorite defensive technique, my favorite defensive weapon, which I use quite effectively against a broad variety of people. So the idea in my case is, if I'm fighting to use lots of punches, I often stand in the front stance. But if I'm deciding to be defensive, yes, of course, sometimes I can defend myself with jabs and with hooks or with crosses, but my favorite defenses are kicks. Therefore I switch very quickly, usually with a single step. I switch into cat stance or I switch into side stance to have my favorite weapons available. So let's work on the front kick one, which comes from cat stance. Yeah, so essentially I do defensive techniques using the front and the axe kick and the round kick from cat stance. I might use the side kick or the round kick or the hook kick from side stance. Okay, so let's show maybe a few per leg per technique. So imagine I'm attacking, I move backward, boom, front kick, yeah? And again, 2, boom, 3. 3. The idea is, as I said, I'm attacking. Boom, 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 step backward, boom, stop. Yeah? So, 4, 5, 6. Now change leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's the cat stance, front kick. Using the same, exactly same strategy, if you got the legs in terms of speed and accuracy of movement, the axe kick works beautifully. So, same technique, I'm here, I'm attacking, I step backward, boom, axe kick. So again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we change leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. So that gives us the two techniques. The axe kick needs to be very accurate in the face. If you raise your leg so high and the technique is late and the opponent is stepping forward, you find yourself with the leg up there and with an opponent hit you in the calf. Doesn't get a kick, and you get pushed on the floor. The front kick is very good because you essentially put a foot and a leg between you and your opponent. Boom. So there is very little they can do. They get hang on the foot, they might push you, but they're not going to get through. The round kick I'm doing now is a bit more complicated. Why? Because if your round kick is very nice and snappy, boom, it will shake your opponent. Yeah. But if your round kick is a bit loose, a bit soft, then your opponent is going to walk through. Yeah. So it's going to go. You're raising your leg to kick, and your opponent is sliding on your leg and punch you in the face. So let's work on that. The key point here is making sure that when you do this rotation, you snap the leg. You really throw it out fast and snap it. Okay, so boom, 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 step backward, bam, round kick, yeah? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, change leg, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Now these are potentially the 3 techniques you can do from cat stance. Now we can see other variations which are from side stance. Essentially the side kick is probably my favorite and the most the technique that my students worry most of, because it's very effective and I do it very quickly without moving. Basically I'm here, boom, I just put the leg up and they get caught into it. So again, I'm in front stance, I'm punching, I'm punching, I'm punching, I'm moving backward, boom, side kick. Yeah, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, change leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great. The last one of this mini series would be the hook kick, which is in terms of accuracy required by this technique. It will be the same as the axe kick. It has the same limitations of the round kick. It's a kick that hits circularly, while the side kick and the front kick put a leg between you and your opponent. The hook kick needs to hit while the foot travels at this length. So if you are a bit too long, you're going to hit the opponent with the back of your leg, i.e. doing nothing. If you are too short, the opponent is not there yet, you're going to miss. So you need to work on accuracy and speed. So again, I'm here, I'm punching, and I go backward and hook. Yeah? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we change leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. Ooh. Excellent. Obviously today we done lots of kicks. After all, we practice kickboxing, and yeah, if you're not a good kicker, you might struggle a bit. It's good to be both, very good kicker and very good boxer, and combine it. Alright, I think it's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are getting good results out of this. For me, it would be great if you can leave, as usual, a little note, a little feedback of you being online and watching this episode, whether live or not. It doesn't matter. If you see this episode in a few days' time on my feed or on this CARISMA page or CARISMA group feed, please put a feedback anyway if you practice the techniques. So I'm wishing a good rest of the week. If you are in Cambridge, if you are a CARISMA student, please join us on Sunday in one more. We've done 3 so far. One more contactless, social distancing, COVID-proof, as today I heard that new term, the COVID-proof training we're going to do is contactless. It's in the park. It's a beautiful area, very quiet, nice breeze, beautiful shade from a couple of oak trees. It's really worth coming along and practice. We are spread across a very large area, so the closest to each of us will be maybe 5 or 6 meters away. You are surely risking COVID more when you walk around the road, the street, or you go to a supermarket nowadays. So please come along. Sunday 5 p.m. The live feed will start at 5:10 more or less, because it gives me the time to welcome everybody and get ready. So thank you and good night.